Kia ora. Welcome to the Silver Fox office, where we are on a quest to find the foxiest old guy in cinema. I'm Elsie.
And I'm Mike.
We're back, baby.
We're back, baby. We
Post-Halloween.
we were just having like a full sing
We
song.
were singing for the test. We were doing a test of the mic, as per usual.
Yeah, a bit of Casey and the Sunshine
Yeah,
Band,
that came out,
and a little bit of Nightmare Before Christmas,
but
which
unintentional because I had no idea what I was singing.
yeah, Elsie has never seen it, which is very distressing.
I'm sorry to all the real nightmare heads out there.
The Jack Skelling fans.
Mm.
Well, we were talking on a previous episode about having a Christmas
Double feature.
double feature where you picked a movie I hadn't seen and I picked a movie you hadn't seen, and I was gonna do Batman Returns, but
True. We could do two double features.
oh my god,
The year is young and so are we. The year is definitely not young.
and neither are we.
Virtually almost the end of November.
It really is.
Almost the end of my tether.
Yep, yep. How have you been? Tell me about it. What's going on?
How have I been?
Welcome to open mic therapy.
Not bad. I'm tired.
Yeah,
I am absolutely knackered.
I feel like everyone is at this point of the year, right?
I'm losing it. But Christmas is my favorite time of year.
Yes. This for me, it's the whole stretch from Halloween to Christmas.
Oh, absolutely.
Like,
It's
yeah.
so fun. And I was at the supermarket yesterday, picking some stuff up, and they're all decorated for Christmas.
Yes.
Like the tinsel and stuff on the top of the like fridges and things.
Yes.
And it's my favorite time.
Me too. I got very excited when we have a radio going at work, and the other day I was just like, Mariah Carey, it's the first Mariah sighting of the year. I'm
So
thrilled.
good. And I know everyone likes to complain like, oh, it's still November and stuff. As far as I'm concerned, Christmas comes but once a year,
Yeah.
right? And technically, if you're like me and you begin festivities in November, that means you have 2 months to enjoy Christmas. And that's not even enough for me.
Yeah.
So people that limit themselves just to like December or the end of December, it's like you're missing out.
Yeah. Look, I love Christmas, but I am a strict, like, 1st of December is when we put up the tree. 1st of December is when we start watching Christmas movies every day. So for me, November isn't like we do Christmas things. It is the build up to Christmas. It is the start of being anticipated, the anticipation of being excited for Christmas.
Fun.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, it's prep. It's mental
Ready for
prep.
I can't wait. I've already I was talking to friends the other day, and then we went out for a drink, and then on the way back, my friend message was like, "Does anyone have plans for New Year's?" And I'm like, I'm so excited. I can't wait. The Christmas parties and
Yeah, I was wrapping Christmas presents. I wrapped my first Christmas presents today, which I was very happy about. And I'm very excited. Like, our first Christmas together when we lived together 5 years ago, we bought a real cheap Christmas tree from the warehouse, and we bought it like sort of in the last maybe couple of weeks before Christmas. So we left it really late, and it was really crappy and like plastic and awful. But now we're financially a tiny bit better off.
Yeah.
So we're like, fuck it, we're gonna splurge, and we bought like a $600 Christmas tree, and we're like, this is us. This is what we want.
That's what you should, and that's an investment thing, right?
Yeah.
You guys have your own home. Like, that's a piece that's going to be in your home, and I fully support that. I'm still very much, I think my tree is like a second-hand tree from my folks.
Yeah.
And it's been out of the box because I couldn't fit it back in the box. It's been out of the box in my office for a year.
Yeah.
So I finally got a Christmas tree back. Haven't bothered to put it in it because I'm about to like set it up.
Sorry, the groceries are here.
The grocery guys
That's
here.
the doorbell.
So we were talking about getting the grocery delivery person up here.
Yeah.
We want to know who's what they think is the sexiest moment in film.
Yeah. Alas.
But they've got a pretty busy schedule, so we won't. How are you, Mike?
I'm good. I'm really good. I'm very, very tired. We are obviously getting right into rehearsals, so a lot of my time is being taken up with rehearsing and very little time for much else. It feels like it's that type of the point of the show where you're like, I feel like I'm either at work or rehearsing or thinking about rehearsing.
Yeah.
So it's very little is going on in my life at the moment other than that, which is nice. I I like that feeling.
Yeah.
I love showtime. I love that build up. But I am also so tired. I was recounting all my naps that I've had to
Yeah.
LC. So yesterday, like I had a nap on the train into Wellington. I had a nap on my 15-minute break, both unintentionally.
But
Like
needed.
I fell asleep on the train, and Jared had to wake me up because the ticket taker was standing there waiting to scan my snapper.
God, you were that
I
early
was,
into the train?
yeah. On my one of my workmates had to wake me up on my 15-minute break because I just fell asleep. That's where I'm at. But otherwise, I'm good.
It's full on, but
It's full on.
It's all gonna be worth it.
So please forgive me if I do not make any sense.
I don't think we usually
I
do.
don't. I think it's not that far out of the. Maybe it'll be opposite. Maybe I'll
You'll be so
suddenly
onto
be
it.
really articulate and really,
I look forward to it.
whatever with it.
We're off to a strong start.
Look at me.
Look at us. Look at us.
Oh, all right, Elsie. What have you been watching? What have you been listening to?
Good listening to. I was saying to Mike on the drive over here, it's a beautiful day today, might I add. On the drive over here, I had the windows down and I had my music blasting. I listened to a lot of Tate McRae.
Yeah.
She's definitely like my artist of the year and now the summer. So that's what I've been listening to.
Great.
Nothing else really. No podcasts, no audiobooks, unfortunately. However, there was an audiobook I was thinking of starting, but I can't for the life of me remember what it is.
Great.
So that's a secret.
Great. I'm proud of you.
That's
The Secret.
Yes.
Was it The Secret? That book, The Secret?
No, I don't know what that is.
It's like a self-help book.
Oh, I wish.
It was like the thing in 2006 or whatever.
Yeah,
whenever
like
it was
Eat, Pray,
released.
Love.
Yeah, it was great.
So what I've been watching. So the other week I went to the movies and I decided to watch a film.
Oh, good gracious
Believe
me.
it. I watched.
You didn't watch a book?
No. I'm not like other girls. I just bring my book to the movies. I watched Regretting You, which is I don't know if you know the author Colleen Hoover.
I've heard of.
Yeah, so it's a Colleen Hoover book turned into a movie.
I've never read a Colleen Hoover book, but that's not exactly a sign of quality,
No,
right?
I don't know what the fuck is happening when she sits down to write a book, but she might just black out and then just what comes out is insane.
Okay.
This is contextual. When I was maybe like 11 till about 16, I was very much into One Direction, right?
Sure.
Read a lot of One Direction fan fiction.
Does not surprise me
The stuff they had in there, like, you know all those jokes you see about like getting sold to One Direction, you come down the stairs with a messy bun and your mum's like sold you to One Direction.
No, what? What is this?
That's not an exaggeration. People would write these fan fictions and it would be like, I wake up in the morning and my mum's sold me to One Direction. Or like they'd do these bad boy like it's like what are they called, like alternate universe where like Harry Styles is a bad boy and he drives a motorcycle and he like punches people.
Well, I'm sorry. Why are One Direction into human trafficking? What's the story there?
But these fan fictions were like, they were off the wall crazy, right?
Yeah.
And one of the most well-known crazy fan fictions, which, can I just say, I read it when I was like 13. I had no business reading it. There was this fan fiction called After, yeah. And it was Harry Styles was the main character, and there was this girl called Tessa, and Tessa was like, I remember her being super annoying. And I remember like one of the first like things in the book, she goes to this party and the author describes her outfit and she's wearing this fucking ankle length like what's it called, like camel skirt. Like she's got like this fucking like slack material ankle length skirt, fucking turtleneck sweater. She's wearing this like she was really annoying. And then the story's like fucking crazy. Like Harry's meant to be a bad boy in this, and he's like, Tessa's got this boyfriend, and then Harry like fucking beats him up or something like that. Anyway, it was crazy, right? And then a few years later, the same kind of thing that happened with 50 Shades of Grey happened, and they published After as an actual serious book. So they turned this One Direction fan fiction into a serious book. They changed Harry's name to Harden, crazy. Like,
Harden?
nobody's called Harden, might I add. And then they turned it into a movie, right? And Hero finds Tiffin. I don't know if you know the actor. He's in it. Dylan Sprouse is in it.
Okay.
I think Denise Richards is in it. I can't
Okay,
remember.
what the
I might be making that one up. Anyway,
Are you sure you didn't hallucinate
like hit my
this?
head and
Yeah.
frame this, right? No shit, right? And the woman that wrote after, her name is Anna Todd. And what I'm bringing this all round to is I was sitting in the theatre, the credits after the end of Regretting You are playing, and I see, like, I'm pretty sure it's executive producer Anna Todd. And I was like, of course you're here. This makes so much sense, because what I am trying to say with Regretting You is it feels like it was written by a 13-year-old fan fiction writer that had like an essay due but decided to push that off and write this instead.
Oh my god.
It was crazy. Okay, so McKenna Grace is in it,
Sure.
which you know from like every movie that required a young blonde girl. Mason Thames, who we know from How to Train Your Dragon,
Yeah.
Black Phone. Dave Franco's in it,
Okay.
inexplicably, and Clancy Brown.
Oh, Clumsy Brown.
Clumsy's there.
Clumsy
He's Mason
himself.
Thames' grandfather. This
Oh,
this
guilt.
movie is, I know. Woof. This movie is crazy because McKenna Grace and Mason Thames like each other and want to start dating. Mason Thames is a bad boy, and McKenna Grace is whatever. But then, so they try to make their relationship the most interesting part of the story. Meanwhile, and if you don't want to have Regretting You spoiled, I'm going to tell you to stop listening right now, maybe jump forward a little bit, because McKenna Grace's father and aunt, so her father and her mum's sister, are killed in a car accident because they're having an affair.
Oh my god.
And Dave Franco was with the aunt. He finds out.
I need like one of those boards with
like
the
a red
connecting
yarn.
lines. Yeah.
He finds out the baby's not even his.
Oh.
McKenna Grace's dad's baby.
Are you sure this isn't just like fucking Jeremy Springer the film or something?
Yeah. Then
Or Jeremy Kyle, the cinematic experience.
cinematic universe. Then McKenna Grace's mum and Dave Franco start hooking up because turns out they always loved each other. The parents are in a polycule. The parents are in a polycule and they want me to care about McKenna Grace and Mason Thames. I cannot even articulate to you how much I was like, shut up about those kids. What the fuck is going on with those parents? I honestly I don't even know if it's still at the movies. Don't buy a ticket to see it. Wait till it comes out on streaming. Because as soon as I left, I texted my mum. I said, I just seen this movie called Regretting You. The minute it's out on streaming, you need to fucking watch this. Because mum watches Shortland Street.
Okay.
And this is a Shortland Street episode.
That sounds like soap opera.
It
Yeah,
went
yeah.
on for like an hour and a half. It was fucking insane. So was the movie good? No. I will say
Worth a watch.
it was crazy, so it was worth watching. It was also like it was quite funny in places. I did find myself actually laughing. I did also find myself cringing a little bit, but it's a rom-com. It's not bad.
Sure.
Fucking insane film. Please watch this film, everyone. Sorry if I've spoiled it for you, but fucking it's so crazy.
That sounds
It's
bonkers.
It's so bonkers.
The parents are in a polycule.
The parents
should have been the title.
They should have been this like the tagline. These parents are in a polycule, and everyone would have bought a ticket. I literally came home and sent like 6 consecutive voice notes to my sister explaining this film. So
That's
crazy.
the sign of a quality
It
film.
was so good. And also there was like 6 of us in the cinema, and multiple times we were like, what? We were gasping. It was so good. So anyway, everyone go out and watch Regretting You. Then the next night, while I was eating tea, I watched a film that's been on my list for quite a bit. It's called Shiva Baby from 2020. It's directed by Emma Seligman, who is a very good friend of Rachel Sennett and works with Rachel Sennett quite a bit. They also did the film Bottoms together. If anyone's seen Bottoms, very funny film. Shiva Baby is about Rachel Sennett, who is like a sugar baby. She gets money by having sex with these men and taking money from them, which love it. And she has to attend Shiva with her parents, which is like a
Oh, Shiva.
Shiva, or like, yeah, like an
Shiva's an Indian deity. I think Shiva
oh,
is
okay,
the
sorry,
the Jewish
Shiva,
the Jewish
the Jewish
yeah.
after party for a funeral. And when she's attending this with her parents, the guy that she's been screwing as like a sugar baby, he turns up with his wife and his young child.
Oh,
So chaos ensues. It is like a locked room horror, but it's
okay.
not meant to be a horror, but that's what it gives off. It is so awkward and it's really messy. And also Molly Gordon, who people might know from The Bear, she's in this and she plays Rachel Sennett's ex-girlfriend. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. It wasn't too long, so it
This is great.
said everything it needed to without dragging on. It was a great film. I really, really liked it. So everyone go watch Shiver Baby. Highly recommend. And then what did I watch after that? I watched I've done my first holiday movie, my first Christmas movie of the
Nice.
season. I was at my folks' house and my mum said, what's that Christmas movie that you really like? Should we watch that? So we watched The Family Stone.
My Be Real has just gone off.
Yes,
Sorry.
B Reel has just gone off. Hold on, let's post our B Reels.
This is just very important.
Okay, there we go. Okay, we just did B Reel.
Sorry, your first.
We watched The Family Stone. Now, if anyone listened to our Christmas ep from
Last year. The way that you thought, like, how many years have we been doing
we've
this?
literally only been doing this podcast for 1 year. So that was my movie that I picked for that episode because I chose everyone over the age of 45 in that cast to be my fox.
Mm-hmm.
Still stand by it.
Yeah, and of course Diane Keaton.
And rest in peace, Diane Keaton, the woman that you were. Still a great film. Still 5 stars. Still 500 stars if I could rate it that.
I'm definitely going to watch it again this year. It's been years since I've watched it, so it's definitely on my list.
I get so waxing lyrical about it because, and I firmly stand by this, the villain of that film is Everett. He brings his girlfriend, Sarah Jessica Parker, who he knows is the most uptight woman in the world. He brings her to the middle of nowhere, surrounds her with his family, who he knows are all assholes, right? And then does not stand up for her. He stands up for her maybe
she
once.
does say some homophobic stuff.
Oh, she is like really homophobic and also says some weird stuff about race theory at the dinner table.
Yeah, so I find it very hard to actually be any kind of sympathetic for the character.
The thing for me is like she says the wrong thing constantly.
Yeah.
And she's also like super hard to talk to and super hard to get along with because she's also massive control freak.
Yes.
And not very friendly.
Yeah.
But also at the same time, like Amy, who's played by Rachel McAdams, Amy's a bitch.
Oh yeah.
Amy's a massive bitch.
It's a lot of very unlikable people.
The only 2 people who are redeemable is Thad and Patrick.
That's the queer couple, right?
Yeah, Thad Stone and his husband Patrick. And maybe Susanna, the pregnant lady.
And Diane Keaton.
And Diane Keaton. But even Diane Keaton's mean. She's mean to Meredith. And I know that that's all part of it. But what I really like about this is I love that not Patrick Wilson. I wish Patrick Wilson was in it. Luke Wilson. Luke Wilson.
Getting Patrick and
Patrick
Luke Wilson confused.
They're mewing in the corner, mocking ghosts. Luke Wilson plays such a clown.
Yeah.
And somebody said on Letterboxd, like the bit where Meredith is being homophobic at the table and she keeps saying the wrong shit and she keeps digging herself in a hole and everyone's fucking horrified, and then you look at Luke Wilson and he's falling in love with her. He knows that she's awful. He knows that she can't say the right thing. He knows that she has a terrible time articulating herself, but he looks at her and he's like, you know what, I'm gonna love you anyway. And that's why it's so special to me.
Yeah.
There's also this great scene where she's sitting in the car waiting to leave, and Luke Wilson goes up to the window to give her a cup of coffee, and he's standing there stretching by the window in his crotch, and Grace Weave hands his eyeline with her, and Sarah Jessica Parker's trying not to look at it. She even puts her hand up to like shield her eyes. It's fucking hilarious to me. I love that film.
Elsie loves it because she often sits at dinner tables making homophobic comments, just wanting someone to love her.
It's just, how else am I going to get it across? Your Christmas party is going to be a hell of a time. Those gays, am I right, guys? I watched a crazy film the other night, and shout out, I saw Jamie, who has been on this podcast before. I saw Jamie the other week, and we were talking just briefly. And they said, "Oh, I've seen that you saw this movie," and so we got to talk about it.
Yeah.
And it was so good to like finally have a conversation with somebody about this one. I watched Cruel Intentions.
Ah, yes.
Can I say before the other night, the only frame of reference I had for this film was the parody film Not Another Teen Movie, and I thought they grossly exaggerated it.
No,
they didn't. Cruel Intentions is, first of all, fucked. Second of all, what's more fucked is the fact I found it as sexy as I did.
I do not like that movie. I think on, like, because I saw you had logged it and you gave it like 4 stars or something, and I looked and I had given it 2.5. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Unfortunately, I'm a massive pervert.
Yeah, I know you are.
And I like perverts.
As am I. This is on the record official a pervert podcast.
I will say the acting's not that great. Like, the acting's definitely not that great, and the story's fucking crazy, and the ending is crazier. But I will always give a lot of grace to a film that knows it's perverted and goes with it.
Yeah.
Like, I've talked about it before, Karen Anslow, another guest on this podcast.
Are you about to call Karen a pervert?
No, but she said her like sexiest moment in film was the movie Secretary.
Oh, yeah.
Jack Spader and Maggie Gyllenhaal. So I went home and watched it. Completely agree. And also, fucking perverted, but knows it and is totally fine with it.
Yeah.
There is...
I mean, perverted is just a kink, right? Like,
right?
A lot of people who are in kink like being called perverted. It's part of it, right? Yeah.
It's part of it. And I think there's absolutely, like... I mean, obviously, perverted can go too far, but then there are other aspects that come into that. But for the most part...
I love that we've gone from talking about how much we love Christmas and wholesome stuff to talking about kink and pervert.
And I love pervert. A very festive pervert. A very pervert Christmas, all right? And I like what you said, Mike. This is staunchly a pro-pervert podcast. Possibly the perviest podcast on the planet. But, yeah, no, Cruel Intentions was fucking crazy, but it was hot. And so I'm going to let a lot of things slide, all right? However, I will say, insufferable little tarts that they all were, especially Sebastian.
Yes.
The most insufferable little tart I've ever seen in my life. Stepsister's not much better.
No, she's the worst.
She's like...
Stepsister's the worst, isn't she?
But, like, I felt the way that Sebastian spoke. I was like, get off. Just get off of it. But then when she spoke, I do feel also that Sarah Michelle Gellar might have overacted a bit in that.
Surely not.
All did. But you know what? It's Sarah Michelle Gellar.
It's kind of the tone. Yeah. It was kind of like the 90s version of Saltburn in a way, right?
Yes.
Like,
it was definitely like
Saltburn for straight girls.
100%. And also
not
like
that Saltburn isn't. I mean, Saltburn is pretty much for straight girls as well.
I also think like I remember watching Saltburn, or before I saw Saltburn, I remember everyone losing it. And don't get me wrong, the bit with the drain in the bathtub, that is crazy, right? Yeah. That is. But everyone was going crazy about Barry Keoghan's character going down on Venetia, on Jacob Elordi's sister, and. See, that wasn't crazy to me.
No.
Because I'm a grown adult. That's not crazy to me. But the bathtub drain scene.
Yeah, that was...
And the grave scene.
Yeah.
I went to see it with my sister and we were like grabbing each other's shoulders like, what the fuck is going on? Like we were under like, enemy fire.
Yeah.
That was fucking crazy. So I feel like it's all, there's different layers to it. People will probably watch Cruel Intentions and be like, this is nothing.
Yeah.
Whereas I was sitting there and I'm like, why is this... Interesting. I need to go take a long, hard look at myself in the mirror. But anyway, I still really liked it. I thought it was perfectly campy, and I also love the 90s, and they wore some fun sunglasses. So it was right up my alley. Otherwise, TV show wise, I've started watching the TV series The Hack, starring David Tennant, which is about when it was exposed that the News of the World, led by Rupert Murdoch, was hacking celebrity cell phones
Yeah.
to listen to private information. And so I watched the first episode so far. It's quite good. I quite like it. So I'm excited to see where that one ends up. But otherwise, I don't think I've watched anything else.
Yes, you have.
Oh, wait, what? Oh, actually, before I talk about that, I want to say I've got things coming up.
Oh, yes.
Tomorrow afternoon, my sister and I are going to see Hamilton, an American musical, at the
Great.
movies. And then Tuesday night, I'm finally seeing Prime Minister,
Oh,
documentary
cool.
about Jacinda Ardern.
Yeah, nice.
However, I can't say I really watched it as much as experienced it. I have to, guys are going to have to let me get a bit crazy for a second here. So the other day, I'm minding my business. I get a message from Mike. It says something along the lines of, "Be free. We need audience to do like a run through for Farrago Bazaar."
Yeah.
Everyone knows Farrago Bazaar. This is the show that Mike's going to be in. We talked about it last episode.
Yeah.
Possibly the biggest event of this year. If you're us, it is.
Yep.
So I said, of course, I'm free. So I went, and effectively, you guys did like kind of like a dress rehearsal, like a run through,
Yeah.
but with some audience members. Now, there weren't a lot of us, but
I think there were 5 of you.
we made up. We made up for that. So basically, yeah, we got to experience it and do the show.
Just to clarify, the show is not traditional, just in case you haven't heard me talk about it before, not a traditional sit and watch actors up on a stage. It is a LARPing thing. So it's sort of like, yeah, it's immersive theatre. It's sort of like a murder mystery party without the murder mystery. So when you buy a ticket as an audience member, you also buy a character to play, and they interact. And there are actors such as myself with scripted sections, but also a lot of improvising. So it's very much immersive, written by friend of the podcast, personal friend of me, one of my favorite people, Cassandra Tess, previous guest.
The most talented person alive. Okay, so I got given a character. I was part of the Jair tribe.
Yeah.
And basically, what we got to do is, first of all, we just wandered around a bit, got a bit of a lay of the land, but then the cast start kind of sending you on side quests, basically bringing you into the story and getting you to do things to further along their own plot lines and things like that. And it was so fun. I was so nervous at the beginning that I wouldn't really get into the acting side of it, because I know it's hard to believe, because I could, talk about anything for hours. But especially when I don't know people, I can be a little bit shy. But I got so into it straight away. The cast is phenomenal. The scene setting is phenomenal. It is so much fun. And I said to Mike in the car on the way home, I was like, there was a genuine part of me that, like, before we got into it, I was like, I couldn't quite imagine how it was going to work, because it seemed bigger than Ben-Hur. It was like, you've got like these different tribes, and then you've got all the, like, how is this actually going to work? What kind of what goal has Cass set for herself? Because this is going to be big.
Yeah.
It went off without a hitch. To me, like, it went off without a hitch. It was incredible. I had so much fun. I was so into it. And I just think, like, it is testament to Cass's big brain moment. And just, I've seen Cass in a few shows before. Incredible singer.
Yeah.
Incredible actress. Like, just incredible. But this is on a whole different level.
Yeah.
So, like, if you can, please buy tickets. You will have so much fun, especially if you're somebody that's played Dungeons and Dragons before.
Yeah.
You will fizz this shit, because it is very much like you get set on a side quest, or you do this and it triggers that.
Yeah.
And, like, even if you think, oh, I'm not going to be able to, like, make up a lot for my character. I'm not going to be able to come up with things off the top of my head. The rest of the cast will guide you so
Yeah.
nicely that you will be like into it without even realizing you are. I'm going, I will be there. So I highly recommend you get amongst it because you will be amazed how much fun you have.
It is, yeah, it's incredible. The cast are absolutely phenomenal. I've never felt this much imposter syndrome in my life because they are
No, you're
all
brilliant too,
so,
though.
shut up. They're all so incredible. Um, it's just phenomenal. I'm so lucky to be a part of it. There are two, this will come out on Wednesday, the 19th, I think. Let me check my calendar quickly.
That sounds about right.
Wednesday, the 19th of November. The show will be on the 22nd of November, so that's this Saturday if you're listening to it.
So you better get in quick.
Yeah. As of recording, there are 2 p.m. shows on the 20. There are 2 shows on the 22nd. There's a 2 p.m. show and a 7 p.m. show. As of this recording, the 2 p.m. is completely sold out. So there's only the 7 p.m. show. You can find tickets on Red Scare Theatre's website. If you just Google Red Scare Theatre Wellington or Farrago Bazaar, Farrago Bazaar. If you look that up, you'll find it. Really fun. Highly recommend.
Absolutely brilliant. And you will also be amazed how quickly the time flies while you're in there. It was so much fun. I can't recommend it enough. And I'm so excited to actually get amongst it and do the actual thing.
Yeah.
I've got my outfit. I need to start my trousers.
Yeah.
And then I'm away laughing.
Exciting.
Can't wait. I'm so excited. Oh, brilliant. But otherwise, that's me.
Nice.
That's all the acting I've been doing.
Yeah.
How about you, Mike? What have you been watching, reading, listening to?
Yeah, so as I said hitherto, I am...
Hitherto.
The language is really creeping in. As I said, I have been very busy, so I haven't been consuming too much media. I made the mistake of getting into like busy rehearsal period and also starting a 900-page book. So it's taken. I'm 3 weeks into this thing, which is, for me, that's an incredibly long time. I've got about 200 pages left to go.
Good God.
Really enjoying it. It's King Sorrow, so it's Joe Hill's newest book.
Oh, okay.
It's phenomenal. It might be his best book that I've read so far.
Wow.
Obviously, I haven't finished yet, but I am loving it. And it's one of those ones that I'm thinking about when I'm not reading it.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's what you want.
I love it. I'm
it.
really enjoying it. I would also say if you're not a big horror person, it's a good one. It's more fantasy than horror. Yeah, really enjoying it. As for listening to, I've been listening to one song on repeat.
Oh.
Pretty Little Dead Things from the musical Paddington. Paddington the musical.
Oh my God.
I have not heard any of the rest of the songs. When I heard Paddington the musical was a thing, I was very doubtful. I listened to this one song, which I think is the one song they've released so far. It is the Disney villain song that Disney have been missing out on for 20 years. It is exceptionally good.
I don't think I'd be able to see Paddington the musical because I saw a clip of the little Paddington character on TikTok and I cried. So I feel
gorgeous,
like
right?
if I watched Paddington the musical, I'd probably sob my eyes out.
Paddington is played by 2 actors. There is a guy in the background with a remote control who is moving Paddington's face and also providing the voice. And then there's a little person in a costume on stage, and it just looks so incredible. It's so cool.
Paddington is so special to me.
Yeah.
I love Paddington Bear so much, and I'm just so glad that he's got a musical.
Have you listened to the song?
No, I haven't.
Oh, I'm going to play it for you after this because
wait.
It's so good. Everyone should go and listen. It's on YouTube. Pretty Little Dead Things. So because of that, I watched the first Paddington movie, which I had never seen before. I've never seen either of the Paddington films, so we watched the first one, and I know the second one's supposed to be the good one.
The first one's still really good.
The first one's good. The second one I know is supposed to be like
phenomenal,
the best one.
Yeah.
Haven't watched it yet. It's on the list. But I watched the first one. So delightful, so cute. Paddington has never been a big thing for me. I know who he is.
Yeah.
I know the big things. Like I know Paddington Station and he likes marmalade. Sure. Keeps a sandwich in his hat. I knew all of that, right? That's it.
Did you cry at the start?
No.
Okay. Well, anyway.
Sorry.
I think it's also really, really funny. Like I remember seeing
Yeah,
it.
it was funny.
I think I saw it with my mum and my sister all those years ago. And there's a bit when they're at the station, and I can't remember what the guy's name is that plays the dad. It's like Hugh something. I can't.
Hugh Bonneville.
Hugh Bonneville. And he like very much does not want Paddington to come home with him. And
Yes.
his kid's like, oh, but he was sleeping in a rubbish bin. And then he's like, good, well, he can stay there. And I remember we like, it was something like that, us losing it. And then Paddington also is like in the bathtub coming down the stairs or something like that. It's a great film.
I really enjoyed it.
It's very good.
I liked it. I'm looking forward to getting around to watching the second one at some point. After that, I watched one of my all-time favorite films, my top 4 on Letterboxd. I finally saw it in the cinema, and I watched The Haunting, which, if you've been listening to us for a while, I also watched in March. So I'm like, it's fine. I've said all I need to say, but watching it in the cinema, oh, so great. So now, out of my top 4 on Letterboxd, the only one of those that I have now not seen in the cinema is the only one that came out in my lifetime. So my top 4 are The Wicker Man, The Haunting, Batman Returns, and
Sunset Boulevard.
Sunset Boulevard. And so I've seen all of them except Batman Returns in the
I don't
cinema.
think I've seen any of my top 4 in cinema.
Yeah?
Yeah, maybe I need to try do that.
It's cool. It adds something, I feel like. Haunting and Sunset Boulevard especially, I felt it really added something watching it in the cinema.
I would love to see the 1978 Halloween in cinema.
Yeah. After that, I watched Shark Attack 3 Megalodon.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Have you seen it
No.
or heard of it?
I feel like I've heard of it.
So this is from 2002. Stars John Barrowman, back before John Barrowman was like noted, back before he was in Doctor Who, so before sort of most people sort of became aware of who he was. And yeah, it's a shark movie, and this is a bad film. It is known as a bad film,
objectively,
and it was very funny. It's got a few memes that have sprung out of it, most notably like the older guy going, bull fucking shit, if you know that meme.
I've not seen that meme, but I wish I had.
Yeah, so that. But then there's also one, John Barrowman improv something to his co-star to make her laugh.
Oh, God.
That ended up in the film without him wanting it to or meaning to. So he's got this line that is, I'm still feeling really wired. And it's supposed to be something like, oh, do you want to come back to my place? Right? She goes back to his place and they have carnal relations.
Okay. We've all been there.
What he improved, just to make her laugh, was, how about we come back to my place and I'll eat your pussy? And that's the cut they use in the film.
Oh my God.
Much to his horror.
That is, oh my God, that has scandalized me.
Isn't it awful?
That is scandalous.
It's awful, but so funny. So very, very funny. Because it's so repulsive. It's just...
That is terrible. Love it though.
It was, so yeah, quite funny. If you're a connoisseur of bad cinema, I would say this is one to seek out. It's quite enjoyable.
Was that John Barrowman?
Yeah.
Oh.
After that, I went down, you know how I get into my little fixations where I'm like, I'm just going to watch, I don't know.
Kiss of the Spider Woman.
I'm just going to watch Kiss of the Spider Woman on repeat. Well, you know, I'm just going to watch black and white films for a week, or I'm just going to watch whatever, this particular thing. Movies about Titanic for a week, whatever. Predator. Predator has been my thing at the moment.
Have you seen Badlands?
No, I haven't. So I
It's really good, actually.
only ever seen the first Predator film with Arnie Schwarzenegger, and I hated it. It was awful.
I heard you say that.
I really like the Alien films, however.
Oh, that's the one with her in it. What's her name?
What?
Sigourney Weaver.
Sigourney Weaver. Yeah.
I
So yeah, I was like, I don't have brain at the moment. Let's watch Alien vs Predator.
Perfect.
So we watched Alien vs Predator. Very bad.
Okay.
I was like, okay, maybe I should watch more. So I also watched Predator 2, which I had tried multiple times and never got very far in. What a shit movie.
Really bad.
Oh God, I've come to the right realization that Predator films are not for me. They're not
Right.
my thing. However, also watched Prey.
Okay.
Loved
You like that
Prey.
one?
Prey was so good.
Okay.
Um, I'm like, oh, good. One of them's good, good
I've
at
heard the
least.
new Predator Badlands is like really good.
I've heard that as well. I've heard it's fun, but Prey is exceptional. Really, really good.
Question, would you fuck the Predator?
I wouldn't not.
Okay.
I think my review for one of them was like, the Predator isn't not sexy. I think was my letterbox review. Um, the mandibles do freak me out a little bit. But
Yeah.
if he was wearing, if he was wearing his helmet,
Yeah.
yeah, great.
Yeah.
Unhelmeted, maybe from behind. You know, like
Maybe if my eyes were shut,
maybe,
my face like this.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Um,
I rate that.
so that's it. So I don't know. I think I would like to continue watching them and watch more of the Predator films, but I just don't think it's ever going to be
Just not your thing.
for me.
No, it's valid.
Yeah, which is a shame because they're so often thrown in with the Alien franchise, and I love Alien. I think Alien's really cool.
So you're staunchly yes, Alien,
Yeah.
no Predator.
However, I wouldn't fuck Alien.
No. No, I don't think so.
No. So
Yeah. Well,
that's me.
okay.
On that note,
On that note, we should probably tell people what a silver fox is.
yes, please do.
So I'm here to tell you that by our standards, a silver fox is somebody over the age of 45.
Yep.
I'm not saying that that's old. We're just giving ourselves a starting off point.
Halfway to 90.
90, and they should have grey hair
Yeah.
or be going grey,
Yeah.
or maybe they have grey hair energy.
Yeah.
Most importantly, we want to fuck them.
Yeah.
Gender is not important to us. We don't care how you identify, as long as we can objectify.
Yep.
This is an all old people are fuckable zone.
Yeah.
So,
And they also, as people have asked us multiple times, and obviously by this episode, obvious, they don't have to be currently alive.
no, they do not. They can be dead,
They can be dead.
and that's okay.
Yeah.
We'll still objectify them
Yeah.
respectfully.
Yeah. In memoriam.
In memoriam. So Mike, today is your pick.
Yeah.
Can you please tell us the exceptional pick that you've made?
So this is the most old school that we have gone, I
it?
believe. Yeah. Because,
believe
I
that.
mean, otherwise our old school picks have been
Paul Newman
and Sidney Poitier, which
and Marlon Brando.
and Marlon Brando, which are generally like 50s, 60s,
Yes.
right? So we picked someone who was more of an icon, like 30s, 40s.
Yeah.
Cary Grant. Cary Grant, that tall, slender, sexy grasshopper kind of dude.
Gnawing at the bars of my enclosure.
I had such a blast with this
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Had you seen many Cary Grant films before?
I don't think I'd even seen one.
Okay.
So I had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I said this about Paul Newman, Sidney Poitier, Marlon Brando. They don't make him like that anymore.
No, they don't.
You look at them and you're like, I don't know if it's because the photos are in black and white. I don't know if it's because everyone was wearing fucking suit and tie to go to the supermarket. Like, I don't know what it is. Everyone was combing their fucking hair.
Yeah.
But, like, unbelievably sexy.
Unbelievably sexy.
I feel this about a lot of, like even for me, Buster Keaton.
Yeah.
Sexy.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is it the black and white that make their eyes look a little bit dark and make them look a little bit more... I don't know what it is.
I don't know. It's something about... I bet it was probably like their diet is probably what it's going to come down to.
Like all the lead and the...
Yeah. They've all got arsenic
Yeah, they all
poisoning.
have lead poisoning.
Yeah.
Gnawing on their toy trains.
Yeah.
Cary Grant, exceptional choice. And no offense to all our modern day foxes,
Sure.
but the old school foxes just hit
They
different.
They do, don't they? There's a particular magic for an old school fox.
And you can't help but feel a little bit more cultured for watching them.
Yeah, it allows you to be a little bit smug, you know.
Yeah,
You're like,
watch this movie now.
I spent my afternoon watching a black and white film.
When I watched Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, and now I could finally tell people I watched Cat on a Hot Tin Roof.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, thank you very much for choosing Cary Grant because I had so much fun.
You're welcome. So did I.
Mike, what film did you make?
I
I'm
picked
scared.
2.
Of course you did. Oh, we're back to old school.
Back to old Mike. Old Mike, greedy Mike ways.
Old Mike's in the building.
Please don't call me old Mike.
Old Mike. Make way for new Mike.
One thing I didn't talk about was that I've been playing Outer Worlds 2 as much as I can. Sorry, anyway.
Okay.
I don't know why that came to my mind. It's just that I had a blank thought and I was like, I could be gaming right now.
If
No.
bloody LC wasn't
I
here,
know.
I could be playing video games.
Okay, so I picked 2 films, one of which I had seen many times before and love, one of which I had never seen before and always wanted to.
Okay.
So the one I had never seen before but always wanted to, Arsenic and Old Lace.
Ah!
And the one that I've seen many times and love, Bringing Up Baby.
Oh my
Those are my 2 picks. So
great choices.
both kind of screwball. They're both like screwball comedies of different types, right? So Arsenic and Old Lace, classic Halloween film. It is basically Cary Grant plays he's a script writer. He's a playwright, I believe. Who all of his plays are about how he hates marriage and marriage is a stupid idea.
So real.
And then he gets married and falls in love and he's like on his way to his honeymoon and he sort of goes, I'll stop by and see my 2 old maiden aunts that I grew up with in their spooky old house. And he goes and he sees them and he realizes that they've been killing old men. They're
love.
basically serial killers.
Need a bottle of Chardonnay with these queens.
Honestly,
really good.
So funny. And I think Cary Grant is at his sexiest when he is allowed to be funny. I feel like too often he was shoved into this like leading dramatic man, which he is very good at. But Cary Grant funny. No one screams like he does. No one shouts like he does. No one has a panic like he does and is so side-splittingly funny and so sexy at the same time.
So good.
One of my favorite moments in the film is that there's this big brawl that's happening between a couple of criminals that have come into it and the police officers and all of this, and he just sits on the stairs and has a cigarette and just starts bitching to himself.
What a man.
It's so funny.
What a man.
He's like old day Jacob Elordi. He's tall and slender and his body, he does move like kind of like a grasshopper in a way. He's all limbs. He's gangly. And he can say there's this there's this one scene where he finds the first dead body and his face just goes. It just does so much in like 30 seconds. And he can do more with one eyebrow than anyone can.
Great, like, physical actor.
Oh, God, and the facial expressions. He's just so funny. So yeah, that was last night's choice. Never seen it before. Absolutely delighted. And then this afternoon I watched Bringing Up Baby, which is, of course, Cary Grant and Katharine Hepburn. Name a sexier pair.
Yeah, because they did a couple movies together, didn't they?
So this is the main. Yeah, they also did Philadelphia Story, I think, as both. It's definitely her. I think he's in it as well. It's been a while since I've watched that one. But their chemistry off the wall.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Out of this world.
Absolutely incredible. And like one of the reviews I saw on Letterboxd, the very first review, in quotes, production was frequently delayed due to uncontrollable laughing fits between Hepburn and Grant.
What more could you want?
And you can see it in the film. You can see how much fun it looks like everyone was having. So basically the plot for this one is that Cary Grant is he works in a museum building dinosaurs and that sort of thing.
Of course.
And he's trying to get a grant for the museum from a rich old woman who gives out these specific grants. While trying to get the grant, he runs into a rich socialite played by Katharine Hepburn, who just brings so much chaos into his life. And it's basically about them and how entangled they become in each other's lives. She has a pet leopard called Baby.
Of course she does.
Of course she does. So funny.
What more could you want?
And there is this one scene, the reason I picked it, He gets dirty at one point, and he has a shower, and she steals his clothes so that he stays around a bit longer, and so he wears this like this white dressing gown, this white woman's dressing gown with like fur on the edges, and it looks incredible.
Say no more.
Absolutely incredible. And
Say
there's
no
this
more.
one moment where he answers the door and it's this woman and they have this whole big thing and she goes, well, why are you wearing that? And he says, because I felt gay all of a sudden. And he does this big jump. And apparently it is the first usage of the word gay as in homosexual being implied in a movie.
In a movie.
And Cary Grant himself, of course, was reportedly gay. Pretty clearly. I don't think it's ever. I mean, he never said, obviously, but I think it's
But
pretty.
a few people confirmed relationships with him.
Yeah. And he did live with his quote unquote roommate for a long time.
Roommates.
But like,
shout out to their uncle's roommate.
yeah, pretty much. But like, look at this. This isn't gonna be the best. But like,
Jesus Christ.
yeah. It almost, when he's walking around at points, it almost looks see-through as well. It's not, but it almost does.
Should have been.
Should have been. If they had me in mind, it would have been.
There's something about like a handsome. I'm gonna say something crazy. It's when Gail's.
Yeah.
Oh, when Gail was son. There's something about a handsome man wearing women's clothing.
Yeah. It's just so sexy, and it's like, oh, look at him.
That's exceptional. Like a marabou feather.
Yeah. It's
robe.
full. It's real elegant socialite lady dressing gown, and he looks so hot.
And he wears it so well.
He wears it so well. But here's again. In my personal life, the one thing I am attracted to is a sense of humor, right?
Oh,
if you make me laugh, I'm in.
That's it.
And so just the fact that I've watched these two funny movies with this incredibly funny actor makes him all the hotter.
Absolutely.
As well as just being physically drop dead gorgeous. That face, he's got a face card.
Stunner. Face card that won't fucking quit.
And just the smile and
he's gorgeous.
Oh my God.
He is so gorgeous.
I'm losing it. I'm going feral.
He is a stunner. Something else.
He can carry me home. Grant.
I'll carry on his Grant till he. Yep.
Yeah.
So true.
What did you pick, Elsie?
I picked a bit of a crazy one.
Of course you did.
I'm gonna have to. He's hunky in the film's a bit of a hear me out, but he's hunky in this. No doubt. I picked the 1939 film Gunga Din.
Okay.
Now the film,
I've heard of.
Okay, so Gunga Din is I think it's also pronounced Dean, or they call it like Dean or something. I'm gonna say Din. Gunga Din is a poem by Rudyard Kipling.
Yeah.
And the poem's actually like, I love Rudyard Kipling. I think he's one of my favorite poets, but for the time that it was written, and this film is set in like maybe like the 1880s in like British India, that kind of thing. It's not, a lot of it's not aged well. We got to get that out of the way, right? Okay, so first things first. Yeah.
Fuck me up.
So first things first, Gunga Din in the film is meant to be, so what Gunga Din is, the character is, they're called like regimental bishtis or something like that. It's basically like an Indian water carrier for the British troops. So it's these like Indian men who would wear like in these depictions like a turban and like a bit of a kind of like draped kind of loincloth type thing, and they would carry water and they would tend to the men. In the movie, Gunga Din is played by a white man.
Cool.
Wearing a black face.
Like Indian face.
Yeah, like brown face.
Yeah.
It's like all over him.
Cool.
Because he's like virtually naked, and I was like, wow, okay.
Great.
And there's a lot of.
This is a controversial choice.
It is a controversial pick, right? What I will say is, Cary Grant it's a warm climate, right? He's
He's
sweating.
a sweaty man.
He's wearing a uniform,
Yeah, I saw pictures of the uniform.
and it is he plays like a funny character. There's this bit when you first meet him, because he's also got there's like two people that two other soldiers that he spends his time with in this film. So Cary Grant plays Archibald Cutter, and then you've also got McChesney and you've got Ballantyne, who are Victor McLaglen and Douglas Fairbanks Jr.
Yeah.
So at the start of the film, when you like meet these three, they're like McChesney, and then the window falls out and he like knocks somebody out the window and he sticks his head out and he's like hello, and then they're like Ballantyne and he does the same thing, he knocks somebody out the window and then he puts his head out and goes hello, and then they're like where's Cutter, and then it cuts to Cary Grant fighting off this group of men and he's throwing punches, but he's visibly not making contact with the face, but they've got all these like sound effects and he gets a chair broken over his
Oh my
head.
God.
But it's just he plays this very he's very self-assured, and he is very I don't even know how to put it, but it's the level of humor in it, and just the fact that he's playing a man in uniform. There's a scene where Ballantyne like gets married and they have to wear dress uniform
Yeah.
to the wedding, and he turns out he's got a stupid little hat on with a little chin strap. But then I don't know. It's the film itself has not aged well.
Yeah. It doesn't sound like
Has
it.
not. But one thing's for certain, two things for sure. Cary Grant looks sexy.
I've looked it up, and like there's looks like a picture of him in handcuffs, which
Yeah.
is pretty
Yeah.
pretty juicy.
Yeah, he is quite gorgeous, and he always has quite a sweaty forehead. And there's a lot of fight scenes, which are like so poorly choreographed. But if he doesn't look sexy,
Yeah.
he is so gorgeous in this. And there's a bit where like his uniform gets all like ripped up, and then he's
Ugh.
just got like his arm out, and it's oh my God,
Oh,
he is
boy.
just so gorgeous.
Yeah.
And I don't know. He plays a real kind of like wisecracking guy. He's very fine in that. Shame about the rest of the film.
Look, I
Also,
feel like you have to expect that with like film from the 30s,
oh yeah,
right?
it's
Yeah.
also just about 2 hours long. So fucking long. It could have literally been an hour at most, and
I,
we would have been fine.
I just saw a review that said, "How can a movie with Cary Grant in it be this boring?"
It was fucking boring. I'm sorry. Also, Gunga Din literally isn't in it for the first hour, which
Oh,
like he's like very rarely in it. Um, and there's an elephant. An elephant plays a role in it. The elephant was very good.
okay.
But yeah, the rest of it was unfortunately horrifically boring. But Cary Grant is so
Ugh.
fit. So you're kind of just like, it's all right, and you just like kind of like tune in when he pops up.
Every time he's on, you're
You're
like,
like, oh,
lonely.
okay, I'm awake now, and then you'll be like, oh,
Ah.
boring fucking film and super crazy. But you know what? Um, do I recommend watching the film? Probably not. Just read the poem.
Yeah.
Read the poem while looking at quite a few pictures of Cary Grant
Yeah,
from the
find a
film,
couple of like gifs.
and you'll be there.
Yeah.
You'll know all about it. So yeah, I watched Gunga Din.
I'm sorry for your loss.
At least I can say I've watched Gunga Din.
Yeah.
That's about all I
You
can
should have
say.
watched Bring Out Baby
Yeah,
or
I've
Ask
watched
Nick and Oddly.
anything else.
Anything else?
But Mike, did you have any honorable mentions?
Yes. The main one is North by
Of
Northwest
course,
is
that's
the
mine.
main one.
Well,
Yeah.
that's my first one.
Yeah. Um, there's just I think I sent you a picture
Hmm.
today, the other day from it where he's just a little bit sweaty. Um,
So good.
that's like just oh no, that was on the set of Destination Tokyo, sorry.
Oh,
Destination Tokyo. Very hot in Destination Tokyo, but also North by Northwest.
without a doubt.
So hot. What was it just North by Northwest for you?
I
Or
have
was there...
one more called Father Goose.
Of course you do.
I didn't watch it, but I've seen pictures from it. One of the reviews of it is, I know I'm not breaking any new ground here with this commentary, but Cary Grant could get it. And this one really sold it for me. Totally down for rough, scruffy, and cranky Cary Grant.
Yeah,
So,
boy.
Father Goose, whatever the fuck that's about, they had this picture at the top of Letterboxd for it. And I was like, oh yeah,
Oh God,
we're
yeah.
away. We're away laughing. So yeah, Father Goose.
So the whole reason I picked this was
Mhm.
because picked Cary Grant was because I saw a meme, and it's a Twitter thing, and it says, "What's a male acting performance where he's having the worst day of his life but looks so hot doing it?" And the reply was Cary Grant and arsenic and old lace
Yeah.
and bringing out baby. So that's the whole reason that I picked it.
Oh my God, him tied up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna
Jesus.
put this picture on our Instagram, I think. So
Yeah,
if you want to see it, have a look on there.
that's him and Father Goose.
Oh yeah, he
He's
looks
like an
old,
older,
old.
old
That's
scruffy
sexy,
alcoholic.
sexy.
Rough. Okay. I barked. So, time to do, oh Jesus, time to do
Our favorite
our favorite thing
section.
ever, which is Fox facts. So basically, if we have any facts about our Fox, we can spout them off the top of the dome, but otherwise we go into IMDb and find the most dog shit facts you've ever heard.
Obviously, the one off the top of the dome that I know is that he was most likely a closeted gay man, lived with Randolph Scott for many, many years, and there's some really gorgeous photos of them just making so much eye contact. Um, so secret queers, I think.
Beautiful.
That's the main one.
My one is his real name was Archibald Leach.
Yes. Oh, and again, this is off the dome. In Arsenic and Old Lace, there's a tombstone that says Archibald Leach. And there's another film where he makes a joke about Archibald Leach as well.
There's his character in Gunga Din is called Archibald, and he goes by Cutter because, like, it's the army, but then somebody calls him Archibald and he like visibly recoils as having his actual name said.
Right.
He like tries to hide the fact that his name's not Archibald.
Donated his entire salary for Arsenic and Old Lace to the US War Relief in 1944.
Gave serious consideration to retiring in 1953 because he believed the success of Marlon Brando in method acting meant his own kind of acting was a thing of the past.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ian Fleming modelled the James Bond character partially with Grant in mind. Because Grant was, of course, British.
Yes.
Moved to America. Yeah.
Maintained a year-round suntan to avoid wearing makeup.
Look at him.
Maybe that's what I need to do. One of his favorite
Yes, I was just looking at this
One
one.
of his favorite poems was a bit of a doggerel. They bought me a box of tin soldiers. I threw all the generals away. I smashed up the sergeants and majors. Now I play with my privates all day. Ah,
That's very good.
I love that. Google show me Cary Grant playing with his privates. Anyway, and he gave his entire fee for the Philadelphia story to the British war effort. Loves a donation.
Oh God, this is devastating. In 1968, he and Michael Caine were walking together and a fan approached them, only recognizing Caine. At the end of the conversation, the fan turned to Grant and commented how accommodating today's film stars are with the public, to which Grant nodded in agreement. That's awful.
That would have been crazy because if I'd seen Cary Grant around the street, my shirt would have been off.
I'd be like, Daddy.
He would have been like, where are your trousers? That actually, speaking of Daddy, in Gunga Din, there's a bit where the other sergeant is trying to feed medicine to the elephant. And because the elephant's called Annie, and he's referring to himself as Daddy to try and like get the elephant to take the medicine. And Cary Grant turns up and sees him doing this. And Cary Grant calls him Daddy. He's like, maybe if Daddy took a spoonful. And I was like, I need you to stop saying that.
Maybe if Daddy took a spoonful.
And there's a bit where Cary Grant himself is talking to the elephant and he keeps calling her a good girl. He's like, oh, there's a good girl. And I was like, you need to shush. You need to shush. Shush yourself.
Always cited his To Catch a Thief co-star Grace Kelly as his favourite leading lady. He attended her state funeral in 1982 and wept throughout the televised service.
Didn't we all? In later years, he
Yeah.
said the character he played in Father Goose came closest to his real self.
Was largely self oh God, let me start that again. Was largely self-educated as he had dropped out of school at age 14. However, he was a voracious reader throughout his life. He's so me.
The late Christopher Reeve said that he based his portrayal of Clark Kent in the Superman films on Grant in the early part of his career.
Thanks mainly to the strength and physical dexterity he gained as an acrobat when he was young, he did a majority of his own stunts during his film career. In brackets, far more than people would think.
Mm.
And he was an acrobat. That explains it. That explains the body.
Held a press conference announcing his retirement from acting early in 1953, saying he was very angry over Hollywood's treatment of director Charlie Chaplin, who had recently been blacklisted for his liberal
Yes.
political beliefs.
Yes.
Named number 2 greatest actor on the greatest screen legends list by the American Film Institute. Kept himself slender and fit until he retired acting, never weighing above 180 pounds.
Oh, couldn't be me.
Me either.
Became seriously sick with infectious hepatitis and jaundice in 1948, and doctors gave him a less than 10% chance of survival. The problem was the damage that years of heavy drinking had done to his liver, and Grant took more than 6 months to recover.
Jesus. In His Girl Friday, his character remarks, Archie Leach said that, a reference to his real name. I love that little Easter egg he drops in there.
Yeah.
Douglas Fairbanks was his boyhood idol, with Fairbanks' healthy tan being the inspiration for Grant's constantly dark skin.
Ran away from home at age 13 to join a mime troupe. His father tracked him down and brought him home, but he ran away again and rejoined the troupe.
Okay, so this is a little disappointing.
Oh no.
He and Charlton Heston attended a dinner at 10 Downing Street honouring the then British Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher, whom they both greatly admired. RIP. However, this was good. Afterwards, Heston said to his wife, Lydia Heston, "You know, I sat next to Mrs. Thatcher." She replied, "That's nothing. I got to sit next to Cary Grant." Fuck Margaret Thatcher. Anyway.
Yep. Oh, though financially well off, he was considered tight by his servants. They reported that, among other things, he charged fans for his autograph, marked the height of the liquor in every bottle, counted the logs for the fireplace, and kept a detailed record of how much food was bought and how much was consumed. However, he was very well liked by his servants and paid them very well.
Maybe he was just autistic. Marked the height of the liquor in every bottle, counted the logs in the fireplace, and kept a detailed record of how much food. Maybe he just liked counting.
Maybe, yeah.
Strongly disliked method acting and never played a villain.
Oh, yeah.
John Cleese's character in A Fish Called Wanda was named Archie Leach.
Yep.
So good.
Smoked up to 60 cigarettes a day until 1957, when his third wife made him give up in order to protect his voice. Wow.
What a guy. What a guy.
What a man. Well, that's Fox Facts, the most exciting part.
So next is a exciting part, Punnett Square.
Yes.
Those who are unfamiliar, we like to do a Punnett Square where along the x-axis we say knows what sex is.
And then I said.
Knows what sex is, doesn't know what sex is. Y-axis is fucks, doesn't fuck. And even if we see them in the film with like children, or we see that, you know, it doesn't matter. It's the energy.
They could canonically have sex in the film and they still don't have the energy. Yeah.
So arsenic and old lace and bringing out baby. Is he fucking in either of those and doesn't know what sex is?
It's a tricky one because he's so... Because of the age of the movie, a lot of them can be quite sexless, right? Like...
Oh, but he's in that dressing gown.
He is in the dressing gown. But I actually think, okay, arsenic and old lace, he knows what it is, and I think he is fucking.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna stick with that because he's a like confirmed bachelor until
Oh,
he meets this lady. So I'm like, he's a womanizer. That's what I think. He's like he's one of those. I don't want to be tied down. I want to sing the
yeah.
wild oats. You know, he's that kind of guy. Bringing up baby. He is engaged to a very stuck-up woman
Oh yeah.
who's very like prissy and cold.
Hmm.
So I think he knows what it is, and he ain't
He
getting it.
wishes he was getting
He
it.
wishes he wants it. He ain't getting it. Hopefully when they're married, but even then he might not be. So
Unlikely.
yeah. What about
Gunga
not
Din.
Father Goose, Gunga Din.
Gunga Din. Um, Archibald Cutter knows what it is,
Mhm.
but given his situation, he's not fucking. At least not regularly. One of the dudes has a missus. He gets married, so obviously there's like an opportunity, and I think that maybe he could be
Okay.
like when he's on leave, but not on the regular.
I mean, he could be fucking other blokes in the army, surely.
And I would like to watch.
Right.
But I would say it's kind of ambiguous. I won't completely count it out for him, but I wasn't overly convinced.
Right. All right, we are now up to unquestionably the most exciting part of the podcast where we find out which insane pig LC has selected.
Mean.
Mean
by
I
that.
mean, your next fox. We are off. I cannot
But
wait. Yeah.
yeah, no, I'm known for bringing just the most obscene energy
Look,
to every aspect of this.
fine.
Okay.
We are both feral at different parts.
So when you announced Cary Grant last time,
Sure.
I took a pause because I was like, is that not somebody who I've had on my list? But it was someone else.
Okay.
Had them on my list for quite a bit.
Okay.
They're also old Hollywood,
Okay.
black and white.
Ooh.
Our next fox is Gregory Peck.
Oh my God! Insanely good choice.
I have to keep up with this energy. I have to keep up with they don't make him like that anymore energy.
Oh my God, Gregory Peck's Gregory Pecker. I want it.
I want to see Gregory's Pecks.
No. The hand movements and the body movements.
Literally, the roof just
we were
flew
just
off.
doing.
Yeah.
The energy in this room is crackling.
It is. There is. It's the tension's thick.
One of the people that I think of, one of my mum's men, because my mum likes Gregory Peck.
Perfect. Let's get your mum in here.
Oh my God, I've already got so many options bouncing around in my little noggin.
I feel like there's one really big, obvious one, but I need to do some digging. I feel like there's going to be some hidden treasures in there.
I think there are options. There are definitely
He is so tea.
options.
So tea.
Ooh,
Yeah, we're
boy.
continuing this old Hollywood.
The old men. Oh my God.
Okay. Gonna have to keep all this in until next
I know.
episode.
Oh my God.
Repeat, we're coming for you. We're gonna get ya.
We're coming for you, and we're coming for you.
Yes.
We're
Well.
this is dedicated to Gregory Peck.
This next one's dedicated to Gregory Peck. God rest his soul. Apologies to the Peck
So
state.
disrespectful.
All right, so
Yes.
we will do our.
Are you distracted thinking about Gregory Peck?
I was thinking about his
Yeah.
his big heart.
Elsie.
Okay,
Elsie.
I'm thinking about it.
We've lost it. We've lost it. The
Okay,
blood
so
is rushing to my
if you
face.
want to get us on social media,
Yes.
you can get us at our Instagram. We're
Yes.
at the Silver Fox Office. We also have an email address if you want to suggest foxes, if you want to heckle us, if you want to be on the pod.
Yeah.
We are thesilverfoxoffice@gmail.com.
Yep.
That's where you can find us. But Mike,
Yes.
on Letterboxd, what is your username and what are you giving Bringing Up Baby and Arsenic and Old Lace?
My letterbox is the same as my personal Instagram, so you can follow me on both places. It is One Hat Matter. That's ONEHATMADDER. I am giving Arsenic and Old Lace 4 stars.
Beautiful.
Bringing Up Baby 4.5.
Wow.
Just
good.
my review from last time for Bringing Up Baby is I could watch Katharine Hepburn rattle off lines like a machine gun for hours.
Incredible
Absolutely
actress.
good. What about Gunga
Din.
Din? What are you giving Gunga Din, and what is your letterbox?
So my letterbox username is Dixie Normus69, DIXIE NORMOUS 69. Gunga Din. Let's give it a 3.
Okay.
Bang down the middle.
Right.
It's not the worst film I've ever seen. It has not aged well. If you think about it in the lens of when it was created, it's still not great. I don't think anyone should have been wearing fucking blackface.
Yep.
And a lot of the jokes didn't hold up. But it had funny moments.
Yeah.
And once again, I like Rudyard Kipling. So we'll give it 3 stars and we'll leave it at that. Most of those stars are Cary Grant is wearing uniform.
You say it's not the worst film. It's not even the worst film we've reviewed for this podcast.
Exactly. Guys, do you remember I watched Blue Steel?
I watched Burlesque.
Yeah. I watched Blue Steel so I could see Clancy Brown's bum. Do I regret it? No.
No.
Was it a good film? No. And then everyone was on fucking Letterboxd being like, this is the greatest film to ever exist. And I'm like, well, we're watching the same thing.
I feel like I need to watch Blue Steel just to be like...
Maybe we'll have a watch party. Maybe we'll pick the worst films that we've watched and we're going to have to watch them like and do some audio.
So what would that would be? It would be Blue Steel, it would be Burlesque, it would be The View or The Sight or what's
The Gift.
The Gift, and it would probably be that fucking Mads Mikkelsen film that I watched.
The one, yes, when he wandered around.
Valhalla, is that?
And there was no music.
Valhalla Rising, yeah.
And what was the one you watched for Sydney? Was it Sydney Poitier? Oh no, Denzel Washington.
Oh God, yeah.
Tony Bahama or something. What was it called?
Tony Bahama. It might be that. I can't remember what it's called.
Mighty Duck. Mighty Quinn.
Mighty Quinn. Oh fuck.
The Mighty Duck.
We've watched some clangers.
Some fucks, dude. And we do it for you.
But then every so often we get to watch Bringing Up Baby, and it's all worth it.
Every so often we get to watch like a life-changing film, and you know what? It makes it all worth it.
Yeah.
So,
we haven't brought up our man once in this episode.
I will get the number going though.
Steve Buscemi, we love you so much.
We do love you.
Even if we don't mention you, you are ever present.
You're always in our heart and our whole.
So Elsie is currently bringing up the Buscemi number, which is like the Bacon number, Kevin Bacon number. So we find out what someone's Buscemi number is. So if they have been in a film with Steve Buscemi, they've got a number of 1, I think. Yes. So it's degrees of separation. So
the Cary Grant's Buscemi number is.
This could be an interesting one because obviously there's a generation gap.
Yes.
Cary Grant died in the 80s. And I think he was did he retire in the 50s? Because that's...
Yeah, but I think he came back in the 60s for one film and then retired again.
So there is it's unlikely they've been in a film together.
Yeah, because I think Steve first started glasses in the 80s.
However, it's not so far removed that like it couldn't be 2, right? So I'm going to say 3.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say 3.
Here's a Buscemi number of 2.
Okay, it is 2.
So the first one they've given me is kind of crazy.
Oh.
Cary Grant was in North by Northwest with Martin Landau, who was in Playboy Mansion Parties Uncensored with Steve Buscemi. You all remember Playboy Mansion Parties Uncensored? The classic Steve Buscemi film.
When you say Steve Buscemi, you think
Playboy Mansion Parties Uncensored. I'm going to find another.
Find a different one.
That was despicable. Never show me that shit again. Cary Grant was in Charade with James Coburn, who was in Monsters Inc. with Steve Buscemi.
Great.
We'll do one more for our health.
One more.
Cary Grant was in The Grass is Greener with Gene Simmons, who was in Final Fantasy: The Spirits Within with Steve Buscemi. Steve was in some fuck up.
I didn't remember Steve being in Final Fantasy: The Spirits Within.
And I don't remember him being in Playboy Mansion Parties Uncensored. I've seen that numerous times.
Your number 1 film on Letterboxd. You can't talk to Elsie without her bringing out Playboy Mansion Secrets Unlimited, whatever it is.
Playboy Mansion Secrets Unlimited.
What's it called?
Playboy Mansion Parties Uncensored.
Yeah.
obviously.
Playboy Mansion, the spirits with it.
Playboy Mansion, bluefish, redfish. What was Steve doing at the Playboy Mansion, my dad?
Having a party unlimited or
It
party.
was
What?
my invite. Outrageous.
You would be Hugh Hefner in that situation. I feel like.
I literally, if it was a movie, Hugh Hefner would have been knocked out with a fire extinguisher, and you would have just seen him like walk past the hallway, get knocked out, and then get dragged into the dark room, and then I walk out in his outfit, the same like the captain's hat with the pipe and the fucking robe, and I would have walked out like, hey, lady.
You know that scene in Who Framed Roger Rabbit where like you just see the frying pan come out and hit Roger on the head, and it's Jessica Rabbit? You'd be Jessica Rabbit in that
That's
situation.
100% me. Yeah, I would have pretended to be Hugh Hefner.
Yeah.
I would have gone to Harvey Firestein and Mrs. Doubtfire and said, give me a prosthetic because I'm getting into parties unlimited or whatever.
Oh, sure, you're the fourth one today.
Take me to Playboy Mansion, parties forever, and let me loose.
That was my Harvey Firestein.
It's a very good impression.
Thank you.
I started watching but didn't finish it because it was kind of crazy. I started watching the original Hairspray film.
Oh yeah.
And I think it's Divine plays
Yes.
Tina Turnblad. I watched it and there were like 2 crazy lines of dialogue and I was like, I'm just actually gonna pause this one.
I need to delve into John Waters. I haven't seen a lot of
I
John Waters.
love John Waters. I think the absolute world of John Waters.
I like him as a person. I don't know him super well as a
I
filmographer.
haven't watched Pink Flamingos because I just don't think I have the stomach for it.
Yeah.
But like Hairspray, the cast is kind of insane.
Yeah.
Like Vitamin C, I don't know if anyone remembers the singer Vitamin C. She did that Friends Forever song that played at everyone's school graduation. She plays Amber Von Tussle.
All right.
Like it's a pretty crazy cast. Obviously Ricky Lake's there. Yeah. Anyway.
We love you, Steve.
We love you, Steve. Shout out Steve Buscemi, who, connection to John Waters' Christmas card one year was Steve Buscemi dressed up as John Waters.
Oh, really?
And John sent it to everyone being like, Merry Christmas from me, and it's Steve.
That's pretty
It
good.
was very good. All right. So shout out Cary Grant.
We love you, Cary.
Shout out Steve Buscemi. Lord knows if you were alive, working at the same time, you would have explored each other's bodies.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
Well, we know.
We know.
We've seen it. We've
And I'm writing the fan fiction.
witnessed it. We've written it. We've read it.
Get ready for it. We'll give it to Colleen Hoover. It'll be in cinemas next year.
Along with, well, I still can't get over One Direction human trafficking.
Yeah. Next to One Direction purchases you off your mother. Can't wait. Room for a banger.
Come see Farrago Bazaar.
Come see Farrago Bazaar. Buy your tickets and I'll see you there.
Bye, friends.
Bye.